Please help me. They want to kill us. Those were the last words little Shoma screamed before the entire compound woke up that terrible night. And the shocking part, the person who opened the door for the robbers was not a stranger. It was the same house help the family trusted like their own child. Listen carefully because this story teaches that not everybody you help will love you back. Long ago, in a peaceful town, there lived a kind man named Emeka and his wife Ada. They were hardworking people who loved each other deeply. Though they were not rich, they lived happily with their only daughter, Chioma. Every morning, Emeka left work very early while Ada sold food in the market. Because both of them were always busy, they decided to look for a house help to help take care of the house and little Chioma. One hot afternoon, a young girl named Blessing came to their compound. The girl looked tired and hungry. Her clothes were worn out and her slippers were almost torn. Ada pitied her immediately. "My sister," Ada asked softly, "where are your parents?" Blessing lowered her head sadly. "I lost them many years ago," she replied quietly. "I have nobody." Immediately, Ada's heart melted. She looked at her husband and said, "Please, let us help this girl." And that was how Blessing entered their home. At first, Blessing behaved like an angel. She cleaned the house very well. She cooked delicious meals. She washed clothes without complaining. Little Shoma loved her so much and followed her everywhere. Even neighbors praised her. "Ada," they said, "you are lucky to have such a good house help." But nobody knew what was hiding inside Blessing's heart. As time passed, Blessing slowly learned everything about the family. She knew where Emeka kept money. She knew their ATM pin. She knew when they left the house and when they returned. One afternoon, Ada sent Blessing to a nearby POS shop with her ATM card. After collecting the money, Blessing quietly asked the POS woman, "Auntie, please help me check the account balance." The woman checked it and suddenly became shocked. There is plenty money inside this account though." The moment Blessing heard that, greed entered her heart. That night, while everybody slept peacefully, Blessing awake, staring at the ceiling, scattering the room looking for jewelry. "So, this family has all this money," she whispered. From that moment, the good girl slowly began to change. Days later, Blessing started making secret phone calls late at night. Whenever Ada entered the room suddenly, she quickly hid the phone. One evening, Chioma innocently said, "Mommy, I saw Auntie Blessing talking to one scary man outside yesterday." Ada laughed softly. "Maybe he is her friend," she replied. But Chioma still looked afraid. That same week, strange things started disappearing inside the house. Small money vanished. Emeka's wristwatch disappeared. Even Ada's earring went missing. But because they trusted Blessing too much, they never suspected her. Instead, Ada blamed herself. "Maybe I forgot where I kept them," she said. One rainy evening, Emeka returned home earlier than usual. As he quietly entered the compound, he suddenly heard Blessing speaking to someone behind the house. He stopped immediately. A strange man whispered softly, "When are we doing the job?" Blessing replied quietly, "Very soon. I already have the ATM card and the PIN." Emeka's heart almost stopped beating. Before he could move closer, the strange man jumped over the fence and disappeared into the darkness. Emeka rushed inside angrily. "Who was that man?" he shouted. Immediately, Blessing burst into fake tears. "Uncle, he's my cousin. He only came to greet me." Ada also begged Emeka to calm down. "She is just a young girl," Ada said softly. But deep inside, Emeka no longer trusted Blessing. Very early the next morning, Emeka's secretary went to the bank and changed all his ATM details without telling anybody. And that decision later saved his family. 3 nights later, something terrible happened. Around midnight, strange noise came from the sitting room. Emeka quietly looked through the window. He saw Blessing opening the door for two masked men. One of them whispered, "Where is the money?" Blessing pointed directly towards Emeka's bedroom. But suddenly, Choma woke up and saw the strangers. She screamed loudly, "Mommy! Daddy! Please help us!" That scream changed everything. Emeka quickly grabbed a heavy stick and attacked the masked men. Ada also started shouting for help. Neighbors rushed into the compound immediately. The robbers became afraid and escaped into the darkness, leaving Blessing behind. Silence covered the compound. Blessing fell to her knees, crying heavily. "Please forgive me," she cried loudly. But Ada could not stop crying. The same girl she fed, the same girl she treated like family, was planning to destroy them. When the police arrived, Blessing confessed everything. She admitted that after seeing the amount of money in the accounts, greed took over her heart. She and her criminal friends planned to steal everything and run away. The whole town became shocked. As police carried Blessing away, Shoma hid behind her mother, trembling with fear. And Ada looked at her husband with tears in her eyes and said softly, "Not everybody you help will love you back." This is the story of this family. Thank you for watching my video. Please do wait to like and subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video. Bye.